Hey guys, it's Bob Boob. All right, this dorky guy here is Bob Boob. You don't want to look at him very long then, but hey, we're going to have some fun here. At least I hope you have some fun here. We're going to do a video tour of 4234 Northway Road. It's a little deceiving because it has a Williamsport address. We're out here, what, in Eldred Township, Montoursville School District then. But this is a neat place. Now, this is the front of the house, but you're going to see, you really won't get to see this very often. And it's a shame because this place is, kind of hidden here in the trees, which is beautiful. There's actually a little parking area down there. I don't know if you can see my super cool, awesome soccer mom minivan down there. Some extra parking there. You see propane tanks there. But look at this. This is a beautiful front porch. They've got, I think there was a feeder. Maybe it's the other side. Somewhere they had a feeder for hummingbirds. But you can see it's got some beautiful white brick here, vinyl siding. But this is a nice, tranquil space. And there you see the outside unit for the central air. So I think what we'll do, we'll go in the back there in a minute. Let me kind of give you the tour from the outside here first. Okay, so this is Northway Road here. That's heading south on Northway Road. And guess what? If you turned around and you went this way, guess which way you're heading on Northway Road? That's right, you would be heading north on Northway Road. Shouldn't they name it Southway Road when you're going the other way? But there you can kind of see the little sign there. It's red 4234. And then you come up here, a beautiful asphalt paved driveway. And you can see here, you got the garage. So what I was saying there earlier, honestly, if you live in here, you're probably going to hit your clicker. You're going to open the garage door and you're going to go right into the beautiful sunroom there. But we'll still take a look around at everything so you can kind of see what the layout is here. Your septic system is over there. You can see the cleanouts and they keep it pretty simple. Guess what's the lids say on them? That's right, it says septic. So you kind of know where that's at. But this is a beautiful setting. Deer come right in, squirrels, and you can just have a beautiful... Oh, I knew there was a hummingbird feeder here somewhere. Right there hanging from the tree. Then that'd be cool if we saw one when we were doing the video tour, but I'm too much of a big mouth. They probably won't come in. But this is a nice area. There's your panel box right there. We'll go in the house there in just a minute. Now, should be named the house of many doors because we have that front door I showed you. Then you got the garage door. Then you have that door we just went past. Then you have this door right here. That'll take you into the kitchen area. But this is a nice, look at this backyard area. This is really a tranquil setting. Tranquil, how do you like that word, huh? There's the well, and that's doing well. I wanted to show you over here too, because see where that stick is at? That could be important to whoever buys the house because this used to have a pump with it, with the water coming down, probably koi in there or whatever, so you could still do that. And of course, then the electric line runs over to the shed, so you have some power there. But now look over here. Isn't this neat? Like I showed, so here you've got 2 bedrooms that both have entrances out to the back here. Got power out here. Now this is a big plug here. I'm assuming that's a 220 because they used to have a hot tub sitting here. So I suppose if you wanted to get a hot tub, you could. I don't know if you can hear that. I think I hear a woodpecker. Let's see if we can see if Woody's up there or not. I hear him, and I just saw some. Probably I'll scare them all, man. That sun's in my eyes. Or actually, that might be my halo. Yeah, that's probably not my halo. I don't see him. Can you hear him? There it goes again. All right, it's too long facing on the woodpecker, huh? All right, but anyhow. And then back in here, matter of fact, let me take you up there real quick and I'll show you up there. So check this backyard area out. Is this not beautiful or what? So you can see they kind of got a fence here. Not kind of. Actually do have a fence there then. But then if you go back here, I think are those tea berries? You can see back in here, there's this... it's a really nice area. You could have like a walking path. Here's a little gate, and you can see it goes back into the woods. And I think online we'll have like a tax map of this to kind of show you. Here it is. I think, matter of fact, that tree's probably marked there. That may be, I think it kind of comes up into a point here. But this is a really nice area for, I know if I was a kid, I'd be making like a fort back there. Heck, what am I talking about? If I'm an old guy, I'll be making a fort back there. Maybe even a little area for relaxing. Just wanted to show that to you. So that was a nice area up there, huh? But isn't this is just a beautiful setting. So all we're doing here is to kind of show you where we're at here. So we're wrapping around, and then there's another gate over there, and then right over here is an entrance into the basement. So there's another door going into the property then. But this is nice if you have kids or pets or whatever. It's got a fence that runs the whole way around. A nice deck area. Isn't this pretty? This actually comes in off the master bedroom. All right, let me push pause. Let's go inside the house and look around, guys. And look for that woodpecker real quick, too. Okay, so now we're inside the house. Hope you guys are having fun. Are you having fun? Talk to me. I can't hear you. Yep, we're having fun. So here's the sun porch. Now, I do want to let you know there will be a bonus footage at the very end of the video. I found the woodpecker, so I won't bore you with him with the middle of the video tour. But if you do want to see the woodpecker, I took a quick video of him going to town. So you have a couple heat sources. They have propane out here. There's a propane heater in the sunroom. Now I wanted to kind of show you here. Remember what I was saying earlier? Practically speaking, you're probably going to pull in the garage. You're going to hit your clicker. You're going to come up these steps. Voila. You're going to be coming inside. You won't ever have to be worrying about the weather, the rain, the cold. You're just going to come in. But this, honestly, this is a room that you'll probably spend a lot of time in. To me, this is, I mean, there's a couple spaces in this property that I would love to just sit and have a cup of coffee or cold one at night. I guess you have a cold one in the morning and a hot cup of coffee at night, depending on your others. But this is a nice room. And one of the neat things about this place, and none of this is even included with the sale, but my owner, she collects carousels, and they're beautiful. And, you know, they have some of them just have some of them the whole carousel, and some of them just the horses on it. But it was just neat to me as I look through this house and show you guys this house. It's neat when you come into somebody's home. Like, this is their normal private space, right? But they're allowing us to record this and show it to you guys, so maybe you can make it your private space. And I'm going to mess this saying up, but I heard it one time. How was that? Life is like a carousel. It doesn't matter how many times you go around, but who are you going around with? So I suppose, I know, that's pretty heartfelt, right? Oh, there's a cat going to attack me. Apparently he didn't like my carousel. Maybe he thought I was horsing around. Get it? Horse and stuff. But that was pretty good, right? But isn't this a beautiful living room here? So here you look at this huge picture window. It's absolutely gorgeous. So there's, I'm going to call like the front door. So when this house was designed, it was designed that direction then. And then of course there's one of two fireplaces. So that also has a gas log in it. And I think this is another good space. And then of course here it has the flippy dippy window for easy cleaning. All right, so let's see, which way should we go? I guess we'll just keep going this way, guys. It just does a big circle here. So this would be if you were using that door. There's that dorky guy. I have red on today because on Fridays when I'm recording this, red is for RED. Remember, everybody deployed. So shout out to any service people serving overseas and representing our country. We appreciate you. All right, so now we continue on here. I'm going to call this the main bedroom of the master bedroom. You'll see what I mean. Same dorky guy there with the red shirt on, but it's nice size. That's a beautiful sleigh bed there. And then here we look out, and here's the deck. So that's nice. And that's, of course, remember, like I said, they had it hooked up for one time for the hot tub. So it'd be a good spot for that. But then there's a couple things here going on I want to show you here. So here's where there's like a walk-in closet laundry area. So you have first floor laundry. It's kind of a Jack and Jill setup because both bedrooms can access this. And then over here, you have the master bath. Has a full tub there, big closet. There's the nice elongated toilet for easy sitting. And that, let's see here. Yep, that dorky guy's still following us around. I just have to do that. So that's bedroom number 1. Got 4 of them I'm going to show you. That's right, 4 of them I'm going to show you till we're done here then. Got some hall closets. Then we come down the hall. So this is bedroom number 2. Which you can tell they use as an office, treadmill. Got a nice office area there, and that's where that laundry area is there. So you could just put a door back up there if you wanted the privacy. Now, as I continue to show this here, sometimes people have questions like, okay, Bob, I really like that house, but we have a home that we got to sell. How does that work? Or are there loans that we can use, equity in our current home? Or like, who would you talk to? And just how does that all work? That sort of thing. Well, I'm glad you asked. That's a very good question. So here's the other entrance to the backyard from this room here. Reach out to me or any of my super cool, awesome agents at C21 First Choice Realty. We'd be glad to walk you through that because there are different ways that you can do that if you have one house to sell. Maybe you're just curious what your house is worth. So here you have a big shower in this one right here then. A seat there. In case you get tired taking a shower, you're going to throw your leg up there and shave it. Yeah, anyhow, if you need help with, maybe you just want to know what your house is worth. You're not sure what kind of equity you have there. We can help you with that too. So as we continue on here with the showing tour, isn't this a neat kitchen? Again, whoever designed this house originally, lots of natural lighting. Love it, love it, love it. I could probably turn off all the lights here and you would still see absolutely fine walking through the house then. Kitchen appliances, they'll leave as part of the sale. Got your sink area. Neat little breakfast area here to sit. This is one of the other doors. Remember I showed you that earlier. But again, look at this big window. Looking to see if there's any hummingbirds. Nope. Just good woodpecker today. But look, and none of the tin, or I guess they would be copper molds, are included, but they're really, maybe you can mold this house into your new home. All right, sorry, just trying dad jokes. I know, my teenage daughter tells me I'm not funny. But isn't this a lot of cabinets? A lot of cabinets, a lot of counter space here. So this is really nice. And then you loop back again, and here we're back at the dining area. And this is built-in hutch, so that's part of the house. That's not going anywhere. Sun porch. There we go. All right, guys, I think that's everything with the first floor. Let me show you here. This is where we're going to go down to the lower level. So we've seen 3 bedrooms and 2 baths so far, but we have 4 bedrooms and 3 baths in this house. So we're going to go down and see some others. Okay, so now we're down in the lower level, and I'm going to call this the family room, the rec room, catch-all room, kid room, teenager room, whatever you want to call it room. But this is nice size. I mean, you're at least 12, probably about not quite 13 across. And then, let's see, I'm from Jersey Shore. We'll see if we can count 2 by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. You got about 22 foot there. So this is a big room. Fireplace number 2 there has the gas insert in it. So that's very nice. And then, okay, that's going to take us like to a storage area. Well, you know what? What the heck? We're here. Let's just look at it. So when we open this door, what we're coming into is a beautiful storage area. Lots of shelves. And you know, I didn't ask my owner, but I assume these shelves will stay because they're built in. But the ones that are freestanding, I guess I'll have to double check with them. I better not give stuff away without asking. But this is nice because you can bring your, I don't know, Christmas decorations, whatever you want to have down here. And I don't believe that fridge is included. I think they're taking that one with them. You have a double oil tank so you can fill up when prices are best. This is a beautiful Bryant boiler with a Beckett burner. Look at all those circulator pumps. Well, what does that mean and who cares about that? Well, the more circulator pumps you have, the more thermostats you have. So you can regulate the heat in the house better. So there's areas of the house where maybe you don't want to have it that warm, or maybe there's areas of the house you want to have really warm. But there you go. You can save on your fuel bill then. This also does your domestic water for your bath water, and that's what they call the expansion tank. So that's going out. Remember that well we saw earlier kind of over by that koi pond that's not hooked up? That's heading out that direction. All right, guys. So, oh, you probably want to see here behind door number 42 or whatever we're up to now, we have another area. So look at this, more storage, but the way they currently use it, it's more like a workshop area. Got tools and some boards and if you need to tinker. But remember earlier I showed you the outside door on the kind of the side of that one here. I'll show you. See right there? There's where that shed is. Sorry, that window needs cleaned off. Oh my gosh. My owner's going to see that and be mad at me that I showed you that dirty window. But this is a nice space down here. And of course, you can see it's a block foundation and it's plenty height. I'm 6 foot and I'm walking around here. No problem whatsoever then. So there's that. All right, let's continue walking here. So now we're coming back. Those are the steps I came in. Boop, 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 boop. First floor. Super cool, awesome family room again. Now here is bedroom number 4. So this is a nice size room. Again, you know, you've got, well, probably 11. These are 8, probably 10, 11 foot across there then. Then you got another 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, at least 16. So this is a nice bedroom. Oh, I want to show you over here too. Has the big double closet. They're deep closets, number one. So like I'm putting my whole arm in there. That's got to be at least 3 foot. But that's also where your panel box is at. I think that's 200 amp service, but honestly, I can't see very well there. As we continue on, nice size bedroom though, or office area or workout room, or you can use it however you want to use it then. And then let's see here. So here's bathroom number 3. So here we have, there's the throne. Got a sink there. And there's our shower. So we have a nice lower level bathroom area. So I suppose if you're, you know, people use homes differently then. It seems like you've got plumbing here. Well, did you? I didn't show you this yet. Look at this closet. Isn't this huge? And it's got these big shelves. My boy Jax could actually sleep up there. I could make that a bunk bed. But one of the things that I was thinking in this space, if somebody wanted to put a little kitchenette, you know, it should be feasible. Obviously, I have to talk to the contractor to put a kitchenette down here. And you could actually have like a lower level. In the old days, we used to call them in-law quarters. But now, sometimes it's adult kids moving back in with their kids. Sorry, turn off the light on you there. All right, guys, let me think. We didn't talk about financing. So I guess if you have questions on financing, this house qualifies for, honestly, I think every government loan that's out there. Some of them have low down, some of them no money down, some will help you with their closing costs. So if you have any questions on that, you know, please let me know. And if you do want to see the bonus of the woodpecker, watch it right after this. I know, that's not good. That's not a good woody woodpecker at all, is it? It's the best I could do. Bye, guys. Okay, this is probably boring for some of you, but I was looking for that woodpecker earlier, and there he is. He's just going to town there, eating all he can eat, getting ready for the weekend, do some partying then. I just wanted to show you that, because that's kind of cool. I don't get to see a woodpecker every day. I know, it's a terrible woody woodpecker, isn't it?